The winds of change are blowing. The energies of awakening, revolution, and truth are burning bright in our collective as we work to envision a new future. Tune in with me and get ready to receive your angels' messages of transformation on this full supermoon cycle ahead, spanning from August 19th through September 1st, 2024. On August 19th, we have a full supermoon occurring in the sign of Aquarius. The energy coming in with this full moon is stirring up big changes. This is our first full moon after the Lion's Gate, which brought in a very intense wave of divine light and was a catalyst for consciousness awakening. Now that we've passed the trigger point of that awakening, the actual process of awakening is underway, bringing new truths to light and change everywhere we look. Now, this full moon is a supermoon, meaning that the moon is at its closest point to the Earth in its orbit. This intensifies the effects of the full moon. In the same way that the moon pulls at the tides in the physical realm, it pulls at our emotional bodies in the realm of spirit and consciousness. This supermoon is going to be intensely transformative and has all the potential to be even more intense due to the highly emotional quality of the energy it is bringing in. Get ready for awakening, realizations, big feelings, and the huge transformation and manifestation that results from this in our world. With that said, let's dive straight into the top 3 angel messages I received for this moon cycle ahead. All 3 of the messages I'm about to share with you will apply to your path in some way, but if you want to get a sense of which message is going to be your leading theme or lesson, then pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're first drawn to represents your angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for this full moon cycle is that truths will be revealed. According to the angels, this moon cycle will bring a mass awakening of truth. On August 18th, right before the full supermoon, Mercury, the planet of communication, will be square to Uranus, the great awakener. This alignment symbolizes a tsunami of truth pouring into the world, which can come in the form of profound spiritual realizations, genius ideas, shocking news, or any other form of truth coming to light. For many of us, this wave of truth will help with shedding social programming that once hid our authenticity or made us feel unsupported in expressing our authenticity. In other words, we may find that many of us are breaking free of social restrictions, negative family conditioning, or cultural oppression that once held back our ability to truly know, love, express, and fulfill ourselves. This is a direct result of the energy shifts of the Lion's Gate, which was a cosmic alignment that lasted from July 26th through August 12th and brought in high vibrating light encoded with powerful awakening for higher consciousness. For much of humanity, this shift triggered a massive bloom for our heart chakras, opening and expanding our hearts in whatever unique way we each individually needed and were most ready for on our individual paths. According to the angels, our hearts are centers of truth. Unlike the head, the heart cannot truly be tricked or distracted away from the truth. Your heart is a keeper of truth because it is the seat of the divine creator's presence within you. As such, your heart is a center for you to access all of the divine love and wisdom in the universe. Your angels want you to know that with this heart chakra opening we received, you may find it almost impossible to ignore important truths in your life at this time. This may lead to big realizations that help you to make changes to better align your life with your heart's authentic, truest needs, values, and gifts. In relationships, there's a huge potential for this truth-revealing energy to either consolidate and strengthen the relationships that are aligned with your truth, or break down the relationships that are not. This means that you may be guided to work on your relationships to bring in healing, changes, new boundaries, or higher standards and values that authentically support your truth. Now remember, Mercury, the planet of communication, will still be retrograde until August 28th when it goes direct. Whenever Mercury is retrograde, we're guided to retrace our steps and look deeper at our communication patterns and systems spanning from our relationships to technologies and all other areas of life where truth and information flow. With regards to relationships, communication has the potential to deepen and reveal important realizations of truth if you are willing to work on it, especially in the days after Mercury goes direct on August 28th. Now, on the spiritual front, this wave of truth is inspiring visionary thinking within many souls whose divine purpose is to help bring about a new earth. This visionary thinking is going to be especially colored by the pursuit of justice and the pursuit of good health. So if you have a divine purpose related to healing of any kind or helping to bring about fairness, equality, and justice, then you may just receive a big download of ideas to help you take the next steps in fulfilling that purpose. This leads us to the angels' second big message for this full supermoon cycle, and that is that revolution is in the air. There is currently a strong revolutionary energy in the air, and it will be with us for the next several months, as we currently have a square between Jupiter and Saturn that symbolizes big revolutionary changes around societies and governments. This strong revolutionary energy will be flowing all over the world, with quite a high concentration of it on the USA, where it's possible for some turbulent, unexpected changes to show up on the social, political stage. One of the big themes of this revolutionary energy is out with the old and in with the new. As such, this revolutionary energy strongly wants to place more leadership in the hands of youth and people with new ideas. Any revolutionary change we see popping up at a social, cultural, or political level has a huge potential to be inspired by this major theme of truth coming to light that we'll be seeing in so many areas of life. As that truth comes to light, a warrior's energy of assertiveness, strength, and no compromises in the effort to bring about truth, fairness, and equality will prevail. This energy can be a positive thing for anyone who is working to bring about real positive change in the world that benefits the people. However, this energy might also feel quite volatile, argumentative, or polarizing as our collective works to better understand truths related to important social issues. Your angel's guidance is to stay centered in faith, hope, love, and peace as much as you possibly can. Your consciousness has the power to lead others, and when you stay compassionately centered in love and peace, you can set a strong example that will ground others into that hope for the future instead of fear, and better ground love and compassion in this world. On a personal level, this revolutionary energy has the potential to inspire you to break free of past limits and create changes that will help you to embody your truest self. Know that you are unconditionally worthy of the freedom to expand through your soul's truth, so give yourself permission to claim that. The angel's third message for this full supermoon cycle is that we're about to experience mass Kundalini activations. To start off, what is a Kundalini activation? Kundalini is a Sanskrit word meaning coiled and refers to divine feminine energy that is believed to be coiled at the base of our spine in our root chakra. Kundalini energy is source energy expressed as pure vitality, life force, and creativity, and holds the power to help you access your higher potential for strength and wisdom. When one experiences a Kundalini awakening or activation, the coiled Kundalini at the base of your spine is believed to uncoil and flow up from your root chakra into each of your chakras, awakening your divine power and vitality and helping you to ground it into your physical body. Something that is further highlighting this shift during this full supermoon is that Uranus, the Great Awakener, is in earthy Taurus, symbolizing that our physical bodies are receiving a huge awakening and a step up into a higher frequency. This is the perfect next logical step after the Lion's Gate, since it's giving us the chance to ground and physically integrate the high frequency light that came into our world during this time. Now, in addition to this, a point in the moon's orbit known as Black Moon Lilith is conjunct the planet Venus, symbolizing powerful divine feminine energy and wisdom, flooding the spirits of all those who are ready to receive it. Divine feminine energy activates the intuitive part of your consciousness, the part of you that knows the divine truth in a way that transcends the limits of human thought and logic. A great way to connect with this part of you is to engage in spiritual practice. Kundalini yoga, meditation, breathwork, and ecstatic dance are all great examples of ways that you can tap into this powerful divine feminine side of your nature and harness its beautiful gifts as you continue to grow in your personal spiritual awakening. Now, one more alignment worth mentioning here is that on August 21st, our sun is aligning with one of the 4 royal stars known as Regulus in an alignment that some call the Regulus Gateway. Regulus is known as the heart of the lion and is believed to symbolize great abundance, fertility, and creative life force flowing into our world. This is yet another positive sign of our integrating the Lion's Gate shifts, especially at the level of our heart chakras. If you join me for my Lion's Gate activation that we held on August 8th, then you'll recall that the angels placed tons of focus on our heart chakras as the epicenter of the ascension shifts coming through that Lion's Gate. Well, the Regulus Gateway is all about supercharging the heart chakra as well as the crown chakra, allowing for a powerful flood of forgiveness, compassion, and divine love to enter our consciousness, bringing healing and transformation that helps us to connect consciously with our divine source. As such, this moon cycle has huge potential to trigger an awakening or expansion of your psychic gifts, including bringing you divine messages and soul travel during your dreams. Again, remember that spiritual practice is your strongest pathway for being able to consciously experience these amazing shifts. So, to help you with that, I left you some links to my guided meditations in the description below. Be sure to set strong intentions to awaken your truth, align with the divine source, and ground the wisdom and gifts of this alignment into your heart. The stronger your intentions and the more connected you are to those intentions, the stronger your outcome. You are truly the light of the world, so your spiritual growth matters. Each one of us who awakens more of love's consciousness within our hearts and learns how to ground it in our bodies and daily living brings an invaluable gift to this world. Thank you for your part in this. And thank you so much for receiving these messages and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is a true honor to be connected with you, and I hope you'll remember until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!